I can see it in your face.
The Cleric, Murder at Elder Citadel. This is one of the hardest levels in House of the Dying Sun. Our primary objective is to kill the Cleric's shielded missile frigate, which is protected by a massive swarm of repair drones. The frigate's missiles are deadly, and the repair drones can out-heal any damage that you can deal, other than a triple volley of purifier bombs. Secondary objective in this level is to destroy the sentinel guns. Sentinel guns are stationary turrets that fire long-range railgun shots once every 10 seconds. Sentinel guns can kill any of your ships in one hit unless you're running shields. You'll also be facing a flight of shielded fighters and a flight of shielded corvettes in this level, but things get really nasty when the flagship warps in. Flagship is a missile flagship, it's shielded, and it warps in with 3 destroyer escorts. These are all Ember Lance destroyers. Ember Lance destroyers have a beam weapon. It's got a limited range, it's either like 2.5 kilometers, but it will kill you instantly, even if you have shields. The destroyers will burn through the flagship's shields to get at you if you are under the shields. However, the Ember Lance doesn't deal friendly fire damage to the hull, so you can't use it to take out the flagship. You gotta do that damage on your own. There's also some asteroids in this level. They don't really factor in other than providing a little bit of cover from the sentinel guns. There's a neutral space station and some cargo crates. One thing that you can do if you've run low on wingmates is you can try to line up the cargo crates and use that triple volley of purifier bombs to hit more than one cargo crate. Cargo crates die in one purifier bomb hit, and you do get kill credits for destroying them. Did you know that you can ram the escape pods? Almost everything in this game, if you run into it, will insta-kill you, but apparently not the escape pods, and I found that out by running into it accidentally here. In the clip at the beginning, my loadout was gap drive, armor-piercing rounds, long rifle, fury missiles, purifier bomb. But ultimately I found that if I swapped out the armor piercing for kamikaze, I can beat the level faster, and you'll see that run at the end. The problem with kamikaze chassis is that it reduces your hull hit points. What happens is your allies can get taken out by virtually anything, especially these shielded corvettes that hardly ever miss with their turrets. The strategy on this level is pretty straightforward. You basically just gap drive as close as you can to every single target, kill it as quick as possible, and move on to the next target. So I'm going to gap drive to the frigate, I'm going to lay in my purifier bombs. Now a lot of times, the frigate will still destroy me even after I've gotten my bombs off. It's got not only the missile launcher, but also some turrets, and they're pretty hard to avoid at very close range. It's not a huge deal to lose one ship here because you're going to get 3 more kills before the end of the level and earn back that lost life.
Reinforcing air security.
Part of the reason it's so difficult not to die in that bombing run pass against the frigate is that the frigate, much like every single other ship in this game other than the small fighters, can still shoot you after they have been destroyed, but before their death animation is completed. After the frigate's destroyed, gap drive over to the sentinel guns, use your remaining purifier bombs on one of those guns, and then use long rifle and fury missile to take down the other one. At this point, you've got a few seconds before the flagship warps in. Try to take out the enemy fighters, or maybe the corvettes, or maybe just steer clear of them, because the corvettes in particular are so dangerous. If you're not going for a speed run, when that flagship warps in, you gotta take out the Ember Lance destroyers at long range with the long rifle. Since we are going for a speed run, what we're going to try and do is use gap drive to warp right up close to the flagship, get under its shield as soon as possible, and either lay purifier bombs into it or kamikaze it. If you're going for the purifier bomb strategy, running presumably armor piercing instead of kamikaze chassis, what you need to do is lay in your first set of purifier bombs and then use your second set of purifier bombs to take down the bridge and get that extra damage. If you manage to land all 6 purifier bombs on your target and take out the bridge, it will destroy the flagship. And you really got to get this thing down in one pass. The problem with landing anything but your last purifier bomb hits on the bridge of the flagship is that as soon as the bridge goes down, the protective shield around the flagship goes down with it. And that is your only protection against the Ember Lance destroyers that are burning through their own flagship's shield to get at you. Whether you're attempting to destroy the flagship with purifier bombs or with kamikaze, the ship that's involved in that is going to die. You need to have more allies left over that you can switch into after that occurs. And you need to use that remaining ship, or hopefully ships, to take out the ejected lord. You can take him out from long range with the long rifle, or you can use gap drive to warp in close and knock him out with fury missiles. I use long rifle in all these clips, but thinking about it, I bet autocannon is probably a little bit better. You gotta get in close to take out the escape pods anyway, and the autocannon is a little bit better against shields, and it's certainly better than the long rifle if you can get underneath the corvette shields and lay some shots into the corvettes. Here's the fastest run that I've been able to achieve unedited in its entirety.